Something nice about taking a break on the menu screen. You get to hear the rest of the music, which almost nobody ever does, and it's really long and really good. Anyways, the evil is defeated. Boost is now on square. You can just map your buttons to whatever you want. I saw that apparently they showed the new Devil May Cry cartoon. Whoops. And apparently Dante is voiced by Johnny Young Bosch, which is that's a choice. I actually really like this little timing thing they have for the homing attack. I feel like it's a smart way to, make things a little bit more engaging without having to be super, like, involved or complex. Oops, didn't want to do that, but alright. These types of levels and forces too. It was, yeah, specifically these were in like these are bonus levels and forces, weren't they? I mean, there's definitely nothing like this in like the main game. Whoops. Yeah. Honestly, for me personally, the thing that bothers me about how people talk about forces is there's just so many criticisms that they could have been levying at any Sonic game at any time, like any Boost game at least. Like, oh, the levels just end abruptly. I feel like it's just getting started. That's such a Colors thing, but that doesn't matter because Colors is old and good. It was a return to form. It's when Sonic finally found his footing in 3D. Whoa. Man, you know what I missed? The light dash. Like, even just it being in Frontiers and it not being, like, it being mapped to clicking the stick, I think really sucks. I want it to be a main button again. I want it to be something you can do on just any trail of rings, not the limited rings like in Generations. It's literally the coolest thing that Sonic can do, and yet it's been so sidelined. Oh, what's that? Nothing, I guess. Whoops. There we go. Oh, hover time. Oh, speaking of, actually, I forgot they have the ring dash. Well, nope, that's not the direction I wanted to go. No. It's a bit anticlimactic to do it that way, but okay. Nope. I do kind of get why they made it so you can only wall jump on certain surfaces and generations, because you can. It is annoying to just get stuck to walls because you're going fast in Sonic almost all the time, so it's so easy to just get completely pace broken by it. Whoa, look at this big open space. You don't get many of these until Frontiers. No, there we go. The thing is, Color doesn't make very good use of its open spaces when it has them a lot of the time. Not to say there aren't some good secret spots to find, but a lot of them are just open space. What's the Big the Cat power up in colors? Hover, I guess. He does have his floaty. Climb the ship's bridge tower in 3D. It's got good spectacle to it, don't get me wrong. But, like, there's not a lot of reason for the space to be there. Oh, I missed the coin. Man, I really got to pay attention. I always just think, oh yeah, beat a level. I can just look at chat now, but no. The game is always demanding more from me. The game never stops. It's true. The entire credits is a playable sequence. No, ah. Nope. Yeah, like, I really don't like how they've... Wait, what? How they relegated the light dash to specific abilities and stuff. I really liked it when it was just a part of your kit that you could just do whatever with, whenever. And if it worked, it worked. Why Shadow the Hedgehog is peak. Yeah, I mean, also Shadow the Hedgehog had the smart idea of making it so that if the ring, like the dash rings are essential for progress or something, then they just become invisible rings. Like, that's smart. If Shadow had the bounce bracelet, that game would be favorite 3D moveset. I mean, I have nothing against the bounce, but I've never really thought of it as like an essential piece of kit.
If I was an alien in need of saving, where would I be? Experience has taught me to investigate anything that glows. Huh? Experience has also taught me that the best way to solve problems is to kick robot butt.
Visitors are cautioned to avoid feeding, petting, or saving any aliens.
Excuse me, giant killer robot? You want to do this the hard way or the easy way? Somehow I knew you'd say that. Let's dance.
Wow, listen to those guitars. I love this version.
Sit down, then start wailing away. Just machine guns.
Like, Jun Sonoi cannot miss as long as he's using electric guitars. So this actually has a new dynamic to it now with the rainbow homing attack. Because I can be building up boost just by attacking. I don't have to wait for these wisps. Man, that's really satisfying. So there should be a wisp way to beat this, but I don't know what that would be at this point. I know you can use the rocket to beat it later on. Oops, those are spikes. Oh, I've got no rings. Whoa. Still got no rings at all. Nah. There's no Tails rescue animation here. Interesting. I would prefer that, honestly. Just get right back into the action instantly. That'd be nice. Oh, there we go. Oh, that wasn't it. Yeah, let's just catch up. Is it still going? On. The laser was in between. Oh, there we go. Now it's down. Huh, wait, they had a dialogue for Sonic? Huh. That's interesting. I wonder why, honestly. Huh. Well, that's the first new thing, too.
Hey, Tails, you missed the BBBE. Huh? Best boss beating ever. So, has Yacker given you any more information or limericks or whatever it is he's spouting?
Well, first, remember this
So as far as I know,
isn't 100
the whole thing about Tails not being able to translate the wisps is like a localization thing.
energy source.
because it's not present at all in the DS script.
Side of them.
Like a battery?
Like,
Well,
adding bad bits was just kind of the MO for this era of Sonic.
look at what happened. Battery is sort of an understatement. Funny thing, it was first translating as horrible body odor.
I'm just saying,
Anyway, it's
these lines could have come from Shaolin Showdown. I mean,
him who they call
Shaolin Showdown's pretty cool.
Baldy nose hair! That's the best thing I've heard all day. I gotta remember that one.
I know.
And he did remember that one.
Anyway,
Look forward to this callback in Sonic Lost World.
all their power and using it for an evil aquatic mammal? An evil dolphin? No, a porpoise. Oh, an evil purpose.
That's good intel. Keep working on it.
Hey, where are you going?
To find Baldy McNosehair, of course. I'm totally calling him McNosehair.
So, like, why did he add the Mick? It's weird whenever I go back to the scene. Remember that they say Baldy nose hair, but it gets mutated into Mick nose hair.
Of our illuminated space fleet is sure to make you feel small and insignificant by comparison. Next up, the Starlight. Next up.
Yeah, I mean, harmless is the word for it, because it's not like it's like, I mean, most writing isn't really harmful, honestly. But it, like, it's below the standard as far as I'm concerned. Last thing, I've always been passionate and invested in, like, the idea of nutritious entertainment for kids. I've always felt like there should be a certain standard. Like, and it's the thing is, it's more about being fit for purpose than it is for about like having some specific standard for like how things have to be. Whoops. Like, some people would just put it down to like respecting children, and I think that's a good enough, if kind of simple way of putting it. There's no real stakes. Yeah, I mean, that is like a really common thing. Is like the idea of like, well, it's for kids, it doesn't need to have stakes or threats. What if they get scared is like one angle that usually gets used. And it's just really kind of insulting, but also I don't even really think they mean it. I think they're just being lazy when they say stuff like that. I think people just love the idea of not having to try because something is for kids. So this is just really satisfying. Drilling through cake. It's also like strangely demanding, because if you run out, you just die. I think it wasn't until Lost World that they actually made this. No way, it works in underwater in Aquarium Park, doesn't it? Oh, this was not a good use of my time. And dead. Yeah, it's like swimming power, basically.
Change form. You can let your power.
There's something very Wii, like the Wii era specifically, about like the way that you dig through the cake here. Like, it's the kind of thing I expect to see with like if you could like point at it with the Wii remote and like dig through obstacles. This is like exactly how it would be. There's like a whole vibe to that time, especially because of the Virtual Console. Look at that color bonus. Get an S rank for sure. No, no, nope, nope. Nope. Uh-oh, was that a visual glitch? Uh-oh. Hope it doesn't fall apart. PS5 does be having problems. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, there wasn't another thing to homing attack there, okay. Yeah, I definitely like at least this level of Spectacle back.
Oh, that Switch just released some Eggman robots.
Something I actually really appreciate about the new Tails lines is they do have lines specifically just explaining what certain things did, because sometimes it's really not clear. Nope, nope, hold on. Here we go. No! Taking the power of the PS5 Pro to fully handle the Sonic colors. I mean, maybe. Maybe it'll get you to a stable 40 FPS. It'll be 868p with a scalable refresh rate. Giant rockets filled with ice cream toppings is such an Eggman thing. Yeah, for sure. Like, something I kind of have an issue with Sonic Superstars is their levels, they're all new, but they're really, really derivative. Like, there's a lot of stuff that is just like, we have Sonic Mania at home type stuff and things like that. And like, the thing is, like, really fresh ideas are like the bread and butter of Sonic. Like, that's why the 5 levels they added for Sonic Mania, besides the reuse levels, are so strong, because it's not like they were like, okay, well, Hydro City's popular, let's have our own unique new level, Hydrocity. Like, they have stuff like Press Garden, where it's like a forest being demolished to make propaganda newspapers. Like, that's such a, like, great theme. Perfect, like, thematically for Sonic, and then also just a really fun, fresh, visually interesting level with lots of fun gimmicks. Yeah, Lagoon City. Like, like, Lagoon City literally sounds like Hydro City Zone. The drifting sequences in this are so weird. They don't feel necessary. And you can't boost. So, like, Press Factory, sure, but does Press Factory not just sound like they were like, okay, well, let's do Press Garden, but it's a factory? No, no. I got the red ring at least.
Uh-oh, that switch just released some Eggman robots.
Yeah, like the thing is, like I think that Sonic Superstars has some like really pretty levels too. Like, and it's not like they're bad. It's also just nice that they actually are fresh levels, because that's been a missing thing for a while now. But like, the thing is, like, the standards are just really high. Oh no, which wisp do I use? Yeah. Freeforming this time. Having a weirdly hard time triggering the little dash. There we go. I hate teases like that where it's like, oh, you should have done it slightly differently to get the red ring. It's so mean. This when they were called egg pawns? Are they not anymore? I thought that was like their designation. Pinball Carnival is very obvious, but I do think it's the best level ride they've ever done. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, in terms of Sonic Team stuff, probably the best variety we've gotten is the Sonic Heroes, probably. You know what they don't do enough? Haunted levels. They're always really good. They always have the best music. But they just don't do it that much. So here's like an example of an open spot that just doesn't register as open because you're just so used to going forward. I feel like that's kind of a trick this game uses a lot, actually, where it'll be like, oh, look at this nice corridor. Actually, you could go slightly to the left. Oh, I'm not getting much out of this, but hopefully it's going somewhere. Oh. Well, could have saved a couple milliseconds if it let me do a homing attack, but alas. A satisfying arc into no power-up is so unsatisfying. Why would they do that to me? Oh, look at that grind rail I could be on. Whoa, what the heck? There's an invisible wall. Why? Act 1 to 2 shake-ups are like your favorite things in 2D Sonic levels? Oh, absolutely. That's so much fun. Like, the thing is, you can't obviously do it too much. The whole point is for it to be a shake-up. But it's always, like, such a fun thing to do when they do it. Oil Ocean Act 2 in Mania is a fun one. Yeah, so I don't think I actually mentioned, because I talked about the new remixes, but like a really, really common misconception people have about this game is that they replaced the old music and made it worse by having these new remixes, when it's actually just that it's literally just, oh boy, 2 cakes. It's literally just, you now have a second thing you can use. Oops. Whoops. Well, that went about as badly as it could have. But yeah, like all the music's still in there. They added an option to just disable the new music entirely because people criticized it so much, but I always felt that was really unfair because it really didn't do anything to deserve it. It's literally just, hey, there's even more music. I'm sorry, we'll issue an apology. Yeah, no, Colors has so many gimmicks like this, where it's just, wait, like just do something slow. There are ways around it, usually, and that's kind of just like Sonic design in general, but it's so much. Misinformation about a Sonic game, whoa. I mean, I know, it's kind of unprecedented. I've been told by many people, some people, literally good friends, that it's crazy to say that there's a conspiracy to try and make these things look worse. And that you're just really reaching. But I don't know, sometimes I have a hunch that people want to spread misinformation on purpose on the internet. It's honestly very Mario-like to like fixate on a gimmick like this, except this is not a like Nintendo tier gimmick. This is not something that Nintendo would base an entire level around, and Nintendo loves basing entire levels around things. We're almost there. Sour spot with Colors stages that there's no way around stuff like this. Well, the thing is, like, if you looked at just now, at the end of the stage, right behind the goal ring, there was a laser point I could have come out of. So there was definitely a different way to get there. I don't know if I had access to it, because that's the thing, they give you out the wisp power so slowly, but there are definitely ways to get around things somewhat regularly, but they do also love to just make you sit through the entire gimmick too, so it can go either way. The thing really is that it's just kind of a tricky balance to reach, because Sonic games should not be fast only for the best players. Like, that's not fun for anyone, really. Because, like, if you're not having fun to some degree just by playing normally, why would you feel incentivized to go further and try to master a level and have even more fun with it? Do I go up or down? This game is definitely the most platforming focused out of all of them. I don't know if that's for its benefit. I mean, it's honestly, I don't think it's that great at platforming, if I'm being totally real here. It's very basic in a lot of ways. Ah, it's a good thing I saved that. Alright, what do you got for me? Is it just gonna be death? No. Okay. That was kind of uneventful. That's a very, like, old school gimmick, actually, how it just launches you like that. That's the kind of thing I expect to see in, like, Sonic 3. Please no slow Mario platforming stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think this game is very clearly inspired by Mario Galaxy. I think that's not really controversial to say. Some people really, like, fight me on that, but, like, it even ends on a very similar note. Lost World is offensively Mario Galaxy. Like, I mean, it's more overt in the fact that there's literally, like, spherical areas for you to run on. But, I don't know. I feel like, as much as Lost World has the reputation of being the Mario game, it's kind of worse than that. Like, this is... I'd arguably say that this is a Mario game complimentary and Lost World is a Mario game derogatory. But even then, like, Lost World's plot is more complex than a Mario plot, but, like, in a bad way. Do I need to use a laser for this? Oh, this isn't laser. And it can just break it, kind of. But oh, I could break it myself. Wait, can I? No. Something that's kind of, I think, kind of hard to remember now is that at the time when this came out, it was actually really, like, revolutionary, kind of, for Mario Galaxy to have you splitting between 2D and 3D planes. Like, that was like a whole, like, whoa, you can do that? You can just seamlessly swap? Wow. The game plays so much worse now, but shh. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think that context also makes it a lot more understandable why people were so blown away by and excited by the 2D stuff in the 3D Sonic games, like Unleashed and this. Because it was genuinely like, wow, it's like an old video game, but it's also a new one. Too bad Nintendo doesn't want you to play. I mean, Nintendo doesn't want you to play any of their video games. If Nintendo could make it so that the Switch 2 breaks your ankles for putting a cartridge inside the slot, they would do it.
This park is huge.
Yeah, Eggman could be anywhere.
Like, I don't think there's any company out there that has more disdain for people playing their games than Nintendo does.
That's it, Hedgehog. Stand there and be a nice little target.
Tails, is that you humming?
Sonic, look out!
Tails!
I really wish this had a custom, like, Tails boss fight or something. It's really lame how much of an anticlimax this is.
Mind control beam that runs on alien energy counts is doing something to him. Does it? To get to me, you're going to have to go through your...
Oh yeah, also Cloudy K9, if you're talking about the 2D stuff in Mario Odyssey, that's genuinely the worst version of it. Like, that just genuinely plays bad.
Oh, I will. In fact, the only way to make this better...
The company that's the most popular crossover franchise on the planet, a solid third of the first-party roster.
Dude, you don't want to do this. What the? Tails, buddy, are you all right?
Huh? Where am I? Why is my nose hair tingling?
Lousy, cheap alien energy. Huh? Ran out of juice. Well, I'll get more. Lots more. And then I won't just control one little punk, but the whole universe. In the meantime, enjoy the park.
The entire plan just being making a big mind control laser is really boring. Like, I don't know. It's hard to be fair to this game nowadays.
Pay up, Tails. I told you he had an evil plot, and coming here was a good idea. There it is, straight from the horse.
Not his most inspired plan. Yeah, everyone has to phone it in every now and then.
Dang.
So this is actually, like, probably the most interesting thing about this remaster, that you can now actually build up boost, like, kind of reliably. Like, that genuinely does change it a lot, because that was like a whole problem before, was it was really hard to build up boost because you're so reliant on white wisps.
Don't let him pressure you. Stay cool, then attack.
They must have recorded so many new Tails lines for all this help stuff. I wish they could have done that for, like, new scenes. Wish they could just call it Ian Flynn and massage the story a little bit. That'd be nice.
This guy isn't gonna show himself until you take care of that shit. There's a switch in the back. Break it to stop the ship.
Now, I do have to wait until he goes underground to use the drill on him, right? I didn't miss my opportunity. Ah. Oh, that just didn't work out. Huh. I hope this saved my face, because something I hate in fights and, like, levels in general is when they don't reset your timer, but they reset the fight. So you just get a way worse score, and you could have just hit reset instead.
Don't let him pressure.
Yeah, okay, this is phase 2, I think. Wasted. You just drill under him? Oh, okay. No, I didn't get the drill, so guess that's not happening. It totally did just reset my progress, but not my time. That sucks. I hate it when that happens. Man, I cannot keep track of myself. Okay. Oh yeah, something neat about this. I've never really been able to like point it out myself, but I remember it from like an old Nintendo Power interview. You can actually find the DS versions of like bosses and stuff in the backgrounds of this, and vice versa. Like that's neat synergy. I assume that both games happen simultaneously, and yeah, I don't know, because Colors DS just has the same story, but better written and with more stuff. Like, the true ending is only in the DS version. It's weird. There's a CG scene only in the DS version that, like, has the supersonic finale and whatnot.
So did you get any more info out of him?
Well, it wasn't
The DS did have Silver, and it has, like, really essential Silver lore, which is that for that brief window of opportunity, Silver was living in the good future and decided to go back in time because he heard about a sick theme park.
talking about how Baldy Nosehair was using burps to do it.
He is pretty gassy. Maybe the smell would knock him out? I don't know, something doesn't seem right with that.
That's what I said. It made no sense. Then I made a tiny adjustment and realized he was saying generate.
It really bothers me
So,
that
no burps.
Tails is not contributing anything useful at all, but they treat it like he is.
Man is using 5 tractor beam generators.
Having Silver's automatic plus 2 points. Well, where does that put Sonic 06 then? Because that's like his one game.
Hold the whole planet.
Sonic Rivals also has Silver. They really need to do good by Silver. They need to give him something and give him a sword.
I've already leveled 2.
So, if my math is correct, that leaves us 3.
Yeah, I know he does get Snippy Butt at the end. It's so.
Nobody said
It's
math, but I'm
like
buddy.
We should get
Sonic's even like, yeah, I guess I do owe you for getting the translator to work. When the whole thing is like the translator didn't work until the very end.
Soon the mind control weapon will be full of energy I've siphoned from the aliens, and Sonic's world will be the center of my interplanetary theme park.
Give Silver a sword he controls telepathically. I'm thinking more like I like the idea of people have pitched to like an energy sword, but also they can just make him Trunks. They're allowed to do that. They can just give him a sword, like a normal sword.
The thick bone's connected to the top bone. The top bone's connected to the mouth bone. There, good as new.
Finally, I don't think anything could have been more annoying than that cowboy chatter.
Feeling ship-shape with me new voice chip I am. A begging your
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure this voice chip gag is also just not a thing in the DS version.
Sonic. I think that's the wrong chip.
Really? Are you sure he doesn't normally speak in pirate?
On the bright side, he's much more exotic now.
Just go find him and fix that chip! Shortly, I will have no need for those idiots. In just a
Part 1 isn't that bad. Yeah, I mean it was.
high control.
It definitely started at the lowest point with this bit.
Amusement park, the greatest amusement park in the universe. Oh, I think I gloated so hard I pulled a muscle. Next stop, the Sweet Mountain. Enjoying our candy paradise is the perfect way to celebrate your next birthday. Or
All right, we're at like
planet
the more or less halfway point, I guess. I mean, there's a whole other level. There's terminal velocity, so not really halfway if you think about it. Get ready for this. Generations. So someone told me recently actually that they added this level to Sonic Generations like while the game was still in development, and that would explain why it's a little bit weirdly implemented and kind of not good. But also, like, if that's the case, they really knew what they were doing. They knew what level was going to be the fan favorite. Like, they made a good call there. Personally, just because it's the final level, I think that Asteroid Coaster would have been better, but still, like, this is the obvious fan favorite. Whoops. I've got to remember, of all the games, a high-speed platformer is the one where I can't look at chat. Things can change at any moment. That's the whole point. Yeah, no, Planet Wisp music is obviously great. Like, that's just kind of undeniable, I think. There are people who, like, don't like some of the remixes, and I don't know what's so bad about them. Like, I don't know, I feel like more often than not, when you criticize Sonic music, you just kind of end up sounding a little bit crazy. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't go well at all. So Spike's fun. This is fun. This is the most fun a Spin Dash has been until Frontiers. Or Frontiers just made it amazing. Because the Spike Spin Dash is just designed for you to go really fast over, like, some, like, flat area. Well, not flat, but like some sort of harmless area. Nope. Well.
Oh, Sonic!
Oh no. The physics. Oh, it worked. Now, you want me to go that way, but what if I didn't? What if I went this way? Oh, it's all connected. No. What? Oh, hey. I didn't think that was going to work, but okay. Oh, wait. Ah, I did it. Perfect. I'm gonna have a Rocket Wisp to use at some point. Oh god. Man, I really wish they changed this. I wish it was just on L and R. It's not even an option. You can't even do anything by pressing those. Man, you spend so much more time outdoors here than you do in the Generations version. Like, I don't know why they thought, like, you know what's really good about this place? The factory part. That's what people really want to see, I think. Oh, well. Wait. Can I make this work? Can. Whoa. And the only Spike's hater. I mean, when Spikes get demanding at all, like when you're trying to do something precise in Sonic Generations, it becomes a pain in the ass. It's just satisfying to use casually, I think. The chill versions of the Planet Wisp theme are really nice too. There's some really, really good remixes out there that just go real deep into those chill vibes. They dive into the mellow, if you will. Can I do a little finicky little jump and get that red ring? I don't even know why I want these red rings so bad. You can't ignore them. It's wrong. This is just kind of better hover, isn't it? Oh, down I go. There is something you can do to cancel, can't you? I don't remember what. Well, don't really know what that was about, but okay. It all worked out. Hey, I'll take it. Alright, here it is again. Very prominent in this stage specifically. I wish there was a way to tell when to actually, like, when would be a good time to use it, because the ghost points don't appear until, well, there's the end of the level. But yeah, they don't appear until you go into Wisp mode. No! Oh, hey! Finally got enough red rings for a bonus level. Not gonna do that, though. Did they make it easier to get higher ranks in this? I swear I wasn't getting A ranks before I got all the wisps. Because it was just so much of the level would be cut off from you. I haven't gotten an S rank yet, but like, I swear it was harder. Oh. Damn it.
I got you, Sonic.
Oh, I can keep my laser. That's nice. Huh, wait, it didn't activate quick step mode. I feel like this might be the wrong place to use it, but we'll find out. Oh no, okay. I kind of blinked and missed what happened there, but cool. Ah. Cube's definitely a clunky one to use, but I guess that's just kind of the nature of being called Cube. You're kind of the same in Forces, but I like it in Forces where, damn it. I like how in Forces you can do like a whole different way of playing the game, basically. Because you can do score attacks where you're going around beating chunks of enemies and turning them into rings and getting just a massive score bonus and not beating the level fast, but instead just getting a really good score out of it. This is so dangerous. No,
Oh, Sonic!
You love can do a complete stop over and over? I do. That's like the main thing behind Sonic game design. Something weird about the physics going on with when you crash into the numbers. Sometimes it like just forces Sonic down. All right.